Please tell me we were not this obnoxious the year we filled in for them.
T-minus 5 seconds till the hip hop remix. 4, 3.
Come on! Remix! Remix! Fa la 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 F-A-L-A, come on!
Oh, you're
All right. Hello, everybody. This is the deck that I've played in the challenge that I'm going to show you. It is an iteration. I unlocked at some point in my mind the fact that I could play Living Death in other child builds, and it was awesome. I I tried it with clerics, and I think there is something there that I want to catch up later because it's very cool. But this felt very good. The main difference I've seen between other lists is Legend Tutor and Animate Dead. Animate Dead is what all the lists I've seen similar list at this lack, where they went for more control pieces. The form of main deck Verdict, maybe that obviously a good card, but Animate Dead cover it's a proactive card and Sign of Darkness. These 8 cyclers, that's a good package, right? It's also open the deck to a big possibility for flexibility. And that's something that you will say this deck needs a lot, especially I think every deck like that need, especially in the first game where you don't know what you are up against. We don't have so many. You don't have a universal response answers like standstill deck and our late advantage is not factor fiction that help you find something that's big, way bigger payoff, but also, yeah, we are more proactive and way less reactive. Even if this looks like black-white control, in fact, it's very different. We play so few answers responses. We are very proactive with Living Death, a lot of cycles, 3 enemies dead, and so on. All right. So in the side for every matchup, a lot of matchup for Verdict, and then we have yeah, the other words. The fourth tutor was not present in the list I will play. Also, I will have more fields, the tapped land, no, not the tapped land, the ones that tinted field, the one that give you black or white mana if you control a swamp. That will be disastrous in the challenge, you will see. And I'm testing Core Haven to City of Brass. I don't care, I think. Yeah. So now I've cut. The other card that was present in the deck was the Cree of Silence. But no, I don't like it. Like almost there's so many matchup beside control. It's control. We have other wings, other tools, and it's probably one of our best matchup anyway. So now I have to think about what other pieces to play. But let's see the challenge. All right, so this was the first game, first round. Let's see. So against Dreadnought, we Couple of things here. Starting with Furnace against Dreadnought is very good. Really. It cuts them off from Flash of Insight and uh, and between this card that you can play it. I mean, the impact of Furnace is very low, where but also the cost opportunity is very low. And this goes in the direction of having flexibility in G1 especially. So it's a card that can do something and then cycle itself, hopefully getting you in the position of finding something better. So the same reason why card cycle obviously are a very good main deck. Cards like Wall of Blossom, very good. Generally speaking, more than rats that require other thing. So they went for the Dreadnought. We went for our Dragoon, and then we tried to Swords. But they also have counter. Gashed. Oh yeah, good old misdirection. Good old misdirection. I played the sequence because I wanted to have the possibility of saying that of playing that animated dead before I didn't thought about misdirection in that moment. It was a mistake for sure. But at the same time, yeah, the possibility of the animated dead being something that seem so desperate that they could use a counter. I mean, it would have been a mistake, but you also have to try to put your opponent in a situation where they can make a mistake. It's one of the most interesting thing in Magic, I think, and that was that. It obviously paid amazingly bad against misdirection, because without another target, it could have. No, I don't remember. Yeah, it could have animated his mission factor, but obviously been still very good. What happens here is that we have our last chance, living death. Just played without nothing on the grave in the board and pray. And when they are in this position with just one island untapped, it resolves a lot of times. And I think it will resolve here. No, it will not because they're foiling, then hitting us for a lot. So let's go to the sideboard. As you can see, obviously we can sideboard a lot of cards here, especially main deck on the play. A lot of our cards are very good. Uh, the totem, all the tutors because their card disadvantage, and I mean one tutor is probably good because most of the game I lose against Dreadnought are the last one, not the grindy one. Yeah, and I went for that cutting, keeping the cream out. I think it's a mistake. All right. I got to do the intelligent, the smart thing. I don't know if I approve my side out in this game. Probably watching it. So yeah, sadly, a lot of this hand will be very good. Yeah, I'm facing a lot of hands with just one land, playing 22. Um, it's borderline sad because just with two lands, I eight cycles. But yeah, would be probably correct to play. I will change the sideboard for sure between after I'm working on it. Let's say that like that. So we keep this. It's not terrible because we have to plan and we are on the play and we are trying to get them out of guard before they can do the same to us. Here they waited a lot, yeah. So they were probably multi-tabling. So skip fast forward. We are reanimating. They are impulsing in response. I did that thinking that they had counterspell. Be- I don't know if Gerard Verdict would have been better. Probably not. So second, I think it's second game where they no, they did not. So we went up. Gerard's Verdict. Gerard's Verdict get Vision, Charm, and Foil, so they're searching for the Dreadnought. We tried the Morph thing. They gashed and found nothing here, honestly. Exalted Angel bring the game. So as you can see, yeah, again. Yeah, here I was lucky to keep to immediately draw another land, even if they're the 2-on-2 tented field. And then the lucky card was covering Coriolis. With a hand like that, with 3 removal, plan, cyclers being on the draw, and they tried in the turn 1 Rex and Dreadnought. Stifling it, we found another cavern. And from this point on, I play around days, choose to do so, even if that means giving them 32 um, 12 life and put in and I can say use our best removal. It would have been way cleaner to play self cleansing, trade 1 for 1. Yeah, so I thought that with this hand, with double living death, cyclers and 4 land, it had to do the safest thing possible every turn. And let's see. And that worked sometime. We play another Mish, start attacking us, and we, being at, started keeping it. If I remember correctly, now we are in this position. We are 14. We are covering, so we use our seal. Yeah, this is very good. I think this got countered. Yeah, counterspelled. Their turn, they're gushing, but not doing anything else. They're doing aura. They are continuing attacking us. Yeah, at this point, as you can see, we can adapt our gameplay. Yeah, this was very bad. This was fine. We are very low. We were very low. Yeah, we got that those 3 life that were very important. They kept attacking us. At this point, I said I thought about destroy it, that they pump it. I was now we have 2 living death and 2 creatures in the graveyard. So I said, yeah, we don't have a painless way to play to be on double black. That was very hard. No, I think is correct. Yeah, to break over the Coriolis. Never found a tented field. I hate it. I will cut it. Cut it. Right. So we went to 4 and we reanimated those 2 big boys. Mm, I think they consider at this point. Oh no, yeah. Yeah, they're trying to do it. Ah, they misplay here. Use the mana. Yeah. All right. So this was the second round in the game. Very cool and opponent. Was. So this is a slow hand. It has 4 lands and something that we can play around. So started like that, and I thought that go for self-cleansing this turn would have been probably since I had Power of Silence. So that worked. They started tutoring lands. Pass. They had the swords that otherwise would have meant GG for us. So all this game is played around the threat of Armageddon, the card that I fear the most in this, obviously. And so here I thought that I went for Living Death, I think. No, because it wouldn't change. It was my only business spell. So don't matter much. If they had um, Armageddon after having the swords, the turn, etc., I mean, you have to accept that. Because this would have put the play another Call of the Hearts, so now they have 2 in the graveyard, and that we are going to Twisted and Living Death. Yeah, this was also nice, but only after that. Yeah, they Swords to Plowshares and play the Terror, right? That's what Westland does. So we went ahead, we cycled, and we found I was searching for a sword. Again, we are under the threat of a top decked Armageddon. And they started doing this, started, and I was now. Yeah. We got hit by for 7 here. I also play that. That put us in a very good position for our living death. That put back their first with an hour dragon. From this point on, yeah, we managed to win easily. So, they were playing Mongoose. So yeah, all the obviously Sacred Ground was my my Linus blanket. Or scroll, this totem should be cut. Some the rest. Seal of cleansing. No, it was even without oath. Yeah, decree are very slow. Yeah, here I was debating between Arena and Tutor, but in retrospective, one sign of darkness can go choose Arena or Tutor, but it's pretty much the same. All right, so this is a very sad, very, very sad hand to move. But it's Tainted Field and Nature Factory. I don't know, maybe I've kept it, but Tainted Field, I don't want to see that card anymore. So we move, okay, okay. And yeah, we moved into something worse. We had to keep this. Yeah. Just sheer power of our, again, Tainted Field not giving them credit. They went with this, so I was like, yeah, here I hope for a land. I missed the opportunity of probably playing a Lightning Tutor to get now the Rexen Furnace. Okay, yeah. Element, Dragon, did our thing. We are still missing the white. We finally top deck it after they didn't choose to not too much. Now I'm fearing that they're ready for Armageddon again, so I think here I went for Wrath of God. Just because I need to I have a clean board state where they cannot profitably cast Armageddon. That's the only card that we're surely losing against and deal with everything else. They also have library, so yeah. So let's going ahead. They misplay here, I think. Yeah, casting Terravor before. Yeah, that cost them their Terravor. We get to do this awesome thing that is animated that Terravor. Pretty black from us, right? And honestly, this game will go along a lot. They will play their Terravor, but we have our just slightly. Yeah, they made another misplay, confusing UI of the game there with some activation. Yeah, I thought about it a bit. We play Exalted Angel into possibly Swords. I didn't found it. We proceeded and they discarded Armageddon that I was sure they had in hand. But they also found this very cool card, Core Heaven, that that I know of, but putting up. I didn't realize how much this could be stronger. I was upset amazed of it, so I will play more of it in the future. Even in this version, I have to see. So the game will go on for a lot. This board state, where our angel is like taxing their mana. They will lose a lot of cards, a lot of life and life having to, like, this is the situation that we have been on and off in the last, them taking one damage. But with Zoran Orb, they were activating and cycling. At this point, I decided to just get rid of Zoran Orb. Yeah, they're missing our double. Uh, they have found Wasteland Purport, so now the situation seems very bad. And here they decide to attack. That put them in a strange spot. But they have a solution. You will see it now. So we are at this point where they are at 3. They're at 26, and they will found both Swords and Armageddon, and they're going to win this. Yeah, this was very easy because we started with them few time on their clock, and we had a solid hand. Starting with Furnace, kept keeping those Mongols at bay. Double Mongols, no problem. Even with Mox Diamond, yeah, also Gerardsberg did in this spot was awesome. Just got to cycle that. They didn't have another Armageddon, and from this point on, we were pretty safe. Wrath of God, they answer one for one. Then we found Sacred Ground. 15, we have Phyrexian Arena, and this card in hand, we cannot lose anymore against almost anything. Yeah, and that was GG. Now we have Burn, and yeah, has a hand with something, but not too much. A bit of everything, all right? Cheap interaction. Informations are very good. They reveal me this hand, so they are on the heavily known creature list. And here, price of progress doesn't seem a problem, so I went for Chaostatic Pillar that especially when they are on the play is very, very bad, right? So nothing too fancy here. I went for Seal, the Flame Rift, it did our thing, and we found, and in the end we found something, some business. So at this point it was just a race on the other, but we were already pretty covered by swords on the Eternal Dragon. I know, not fanatic. We was able to push. They didn't have price of progress anymore. Yeah, the moment where we were right, we want to for 4 damage. We swords in response. Yeah, we are cycling and playing Exalted Angel, and that's no Exalted Angel. All right. What is and I think Bolt plus Criminal Mancer. Oh, I don't know. Okay. So game 2, yeah, all the verdict. Yeah, this is the moment that I realized that Cursed Totem is very good. Cut some of the slow thing and nothing particular to see here. They kept 7. I was like, oh well, okay, we have lost. So this, well, a bit of math. And so I thought about it and I cycle twisted abomination for nothing, failing to find. Then finally we got the incinerated me. So thanks to the failing for twisted abomination, I think I have 1 life more. And I think this will hit for some damage. No, it's more fanatic and lightning bolt, so no life gain, but good good thing. This is the last damage. F5 card. And we are gonna take so another possibility for it. There I went for the first Exalted Angel with Enlightening Tutor for Circle of Protection as backup. Oh no, I went for this. I went for Exalted Angel, like going all outside Vise and so on. And yeah, at this point we have won. So at this point I'm currently 3-0. I kept this hand because it has a bit of everything. And I think it's generally a good, it's not perfect, but, and I think that here, yeah, I made this mistake. I mean, I pushed for turn 2 Twisted Abomination for Animated Dead, but that put us down to 16. And when they play their thing, yeah, they turn 3 their thing, we had to cycle desperately trying to find a white source, and we found that both of Rex and Arena one after the other. That was bad. That's right. So decided almost the same from the first turn. This was again turn 3, turn 2. He had turn 2 counter spell into turn 3. Red note. That's bad. Wanted to cycle. We did test nest to survive one turn. But yeah, no. They had powder. They play correctly and killed us. We didn't found a single swords or a card. Yeah, I think I moved to what hand did they kept here? Hmm. All right. This will be a nice one. You will see. So we are at the fifth turn. I am 3-1. This is a fine card. They start Cabal Therapy, and I start fearing that they know my name, my nickname for the searched and the name, even that. Luckily, they name Cabal Therapy. So yeah, they searched but chose the other option. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Wall of Blossom, they're playing the deck I was playing before. I like this combination of colors and this combination of cards too. So I think about it, but I don't want to towards them. Yeah, I discarded, but we were able to do turn to morph. This goes into a bird and turn for angel. That's nice. So now on, this is how it goes. Yeah, Bone Shredder. Fine. So they have Bone Shredder, they have Mastico in the graveyard, but I say no, if they get to sacrifice not paying the Echo for Bone Shredder, then I'm cooked. So I went for leaving that, first leaving that, reanimate my Exalted Angel against their board. They did find they did have other things. And as you can see now, it's starting a very long game of attrition. They have Genesis, so they found back their Bone Shredder. They play it, but now they didn't pay for a sticker. So now what to do? We have to do, you know it. We have to cycle Scion. If you get them to on top, and then go to another tomb, another living death. Going to 8. Because if they get to on top with this, it's terrible. Even that is obviously bad against survival of the fittest. Obviously good if you play them together. That's our respective board, but they have so much mana, so much mana. They go to get the Ranged Hermit. So our angel will kept us alive against them. We are floating for everything. This is the most important turn where they get to attack. Yeah, they have to understand how to block because they have 9 damage, so 9 mana. So 1 mana shy from killing Exalted Angel, but very possible they could easily regenerate Masticor and kill one of those 2 demons if we block that way. I thought a lot. And we get that with this, I had the possibility of reanimating one of their thing anyway. But, but, and we play very bad here. But what what I was not expecting that You know it. Live in that. After, yeah, so in the perfect moment, they play perfectly. So I started in uh, thinking about this mirror match, I would say. Very interesting. We have a lot of things. Be more symmetrical than them. Okay, this they are going for a lot of walls. We are going for Pyrexian Arena. I think that's better. I will. Oh no, no, no. Right, even better. Enemy dead, and then Sion, and then next turn Pyrexian Arena. They can do their thing, but it's hard to lose. So we have everything. They were keeping those. But yeah, and G3 side, I think we are very favored against that deck, who is probably better positioned against Adra. I don't know. But yeah, Pyrexian Arena, both times against all these walls, just cost to cost. And then after just cycled a lot of things, we went for living death. And that put us in a very good position, obviously. All right. It was the last round. Unfortunately, this is a mulligan. Start mulligan hard. It's very sad. This is a keep. We have to choose between Exalted Angel and Seal of Cleansing. Obviously, I made wrong choice. We also didn't have Tainted Field was a very without Tainted Field we would have probably made top 8. You know how it is. So they were slow at least. We didn't found neither enlightening tutor for out of silence, nothing. So I think about it and I went for Angel. I flipped it and then they went off. They were like at this point, before this point, this is, those are the card. I thought about the rest and I think this was the best option. We didn't have double black, so I went off and closed the game. Yeah, after a few times. Against them, we side in almost all our cards. That's amazing. Oh, yeah, but I had to mull again, I think. Yep. Never keep a hand. I had to keep this. I was optimal every. So here they had a slow hand. We had thermal script, CL, animate dead. So at some point we could have found something, right? We were playing very slowly, so we skip up. We try to do rest again, and we seal, even down with those lands and swords and parallax wave. Here I try to risk everything. I didn't care about life. There's get rid us of swords, but they obviously could play the last card they had and then found immediately after they found Miri started drawing the same turn. Here I made a mistake also. It was like very 3 in the morning for me at this point. We were in a bad situation anyway. It could have been saved by living death, but we never found it.